This is Lawrence. His mugshot went viral for his face tattoos that resemble the Joker. This happened in like 2013, I think it is. So I recognized when GTA 6 had this man's face on there, and especially because there's a Miami theme, I kind of pointed it out too. I'm sure that he was like, but here we are now, and he has something to say about this.
GTA, I'm giving you the biggest free marketing you got in entire history of running this GTA game. For that, I want an extra $1 million. Y'all taking forever to respond back to me. You see that? Find another character. Find another person in Florida they betrayed that character from. I'll wait. I will wait. GTA, we got the tough. You think I'm playing? You got 3 days. 3 days before my lawyers go crazy on this case. This is not like the Lindsay Lohan case. This is not like the Lindsay Lohan case. I got hard evidence. Hard evidence.
So when he says it's nothing like the Lindsay Lohan case, I want to elaborate that on a little bit because he's kind of right, but he's also kind of wrong. This character right here is being portrayed as apparently like some type of like a star. She loves the beach and she's a singer, a song, she's an entertainer. Apparently Lindsay Lohan had said, that's enough for me to say this is going to get you guys sued. However, you could see in the promotional item right here that they look pretty much really alike. I mean, the blonde hair, the flowy blonde hair, the California look, the red bikini, all of that, like the movie star look to her, like, come on. Pretty damn similar. In fact, she was able to conjure up 60 pages of evidence against Grand Theft Auto that her persona was stolen in the game and she got absolutely no payment for it. 60 pages. And there was a whole mission built off of Lindsay Lohan's satirical character. She's even featured on the disc. She was featured on t-shirts, mugs, more t-shirts, billboards, the sides of bus. But you can see here, Kate Upton's face was actually taken almost like a stencil inside of this case, which kind of makes her a hybrid. There was a 6-0 vote that said that there was absolutely no substantial evidence that Lindsay Lohan was in Grand Theft Auto. Maybe some of her persona, some of her aura was put into the game, but there was nothing identifiable that was Lindsay Lohan in the game strong enough for them to be able to say indefinitely that Lindsay Lohan was ripped into GTA 5. In my very limited knowledge about how you're able to actually successfully sue somebody for making a satirical version of you, I think you need to give up either personal information and or need to defame their character. Now, Lacey Jonas does kind of look a little similar to Lindsay Lohan in some ways. How many women were blonde and kind of looked like this in California, in Hollywood, in show business? I mean, like, that's kind of like, that's a little broad, is it not? I mean, there's a teen actress and singer. I mean, how many Disney stars did we have growing up that were blonde that could be categorized similar to that? Despite what you might think, I think this is probably the only guy in Florida that looks exactly like this. I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, this is a little bit more definitive. Like, you can find distinguished features in this guy's character that look just like the guy in GTA 6. Now, there are obvious differences that I think will actually trip him up in court right off the bat. I don't even know if court would take this case, to be honest with you. For one, there's no neck tattoo. He has a neck tattoo. The face tattoo is there, but it's like strikingly different. It's got a similar layout, but it's not similar enough for me to say like, okay, indefinitely going to be that. There's a knife going through Batman here, and like there's clearly the smile for the Joker here. He does not have that. It looks more or less barbed wire. It's a little bit closer than Lohan. I still don't entirely believe that this would be enough for him to say in front of a court, I demand $1 million because this is an identical replication of me. While I do believe it is very satirical and extremely carefully made satirically, Grand Theft Auto is nothing more or less than just like a satirical lens of the United States. That's all it is. We also need to speak on the fact that Lindsay kind of let the game develop a little bit. Lindsay let this like Lacey Jonas character actually develop in the game. So this way she could compile 60 pages of evidence that just, it really makes a big difference when you have 60 pages of evidence when this has 1 Mississippi, 2 got 1.5 seconds of fame inside of the entire GTA 6 trailer, guys. But wait, in that 2 seconds, there is a lot of information. A tattoo on his neck that gave him away. Key to the condemned of the Leonite man. Florida Joker not only doesn't have tattoos on his neck, but the tattoos on his face are much different. So what's being said here clearly doesn't apply to the Florida Joker because he doesn't have tattoos on his neck. And I don't think his personal information was exposed, nor do I think that his character was defamed, because obviously this is a completely different entity than him. While it is depicting him very much, it's absolutely no denying it. They might as well say his name, but they can't say his name. They might as well have the same tattoos, but they can't have the same tattoos. And this is exactly why I don't think that this man is going to see any money from this trial. And that's if a trial happens. I mean, it has to be a formal complaint first to even bubble up to see if the court of law even has the time for something like this. And I don't know if they will. However, I still do think there's a little bit of time for the Florida Joker to use this exposure to his benefit. Maybe he can buck back at GTA and create like a not GTA, but actually kinda GTA themed tattoo shop. That would be pretty sick, right? I mean, like he could open that up in Miami and it could literally be like Grand Theft Auto themed or something and knocking off Grand Theft Auto, but not quite the same way that Grand Theft Auto kind of didn't like knock him off. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that getting a $2 million payout was even like the best bet. Obviously, it's a quick grab, but what you can do is incentivize all of these eyes on you and really make it something worthwhile. And that's the only advice that I have for my man. That's the video for today, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that maybe he does stand a chance. Anybody hopping on legalzoom.com or something, let me know. I mean, I have no idea what I'm talking about for the most part. But at the same time, I also did use previous indictments and previous court cases against GTA 5 even, and it just doesn't seem like this matches up to be like something that I think would actually pay out. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong though.